Let me guess, you guys clicked on this video because you haven't had the Isle of Doom spawn in yet and you're trying to make sure you don't fumble it once it does, or you've had the Isle of Doom spawn but you completely fumbled it to get the Ultra Doom armor. Well, hey, don't worry, because in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the secret to always getting the Ultra Doom armor in your matches. And along with that, once you do get the Ultra Doom armor, how to ensure you win and get a Victory Von Doom. So let's get into it. So here's the truth, there's only a 5% chance for the Isle of Doom to spawn in your match. Now, it was increased to 12% over the weekend, but that was just over the weekend. Now it's back down to 5. So the best way to get the Isle of Doom to spawn in the quickest amount of time would be to constantly enter matches, see if the Isle of Doom spawns, and then leave. So here's the setup that I used to get the Isle of Doom as many times as I could, and it's a pretty good setup, I will say. I haven't seen anybody talk about it on YouTube, so here it is. First things first, the Isle of Doom will always spawn around resorted reels. So basically, you're just going to want to land there. The lake is good too. In fact, the lake is actually what I use most of the time. I'd land in resorted reels, collect anything I could, make sure you get the mythics, and then head over to the lake. The items that you want to have when the Isle of Doom does spawn is you're going to want to have a jetpack. The jetpack is a must in order to get this, okay? If you do not have the jetpack, you're going to have a way harder time getting the Isle of Doom, especially when all those people start coming into the island once it spawns. And you're going to want to have as many close combat weapons as possible, mainly mythics. You're really going to want to have the Captain America shield or the Black Panther claws. You really don't need any kind of guns, if I'm being honest, because all that matters is you're fighting on top of that island. That small, tiny island with like barely any place to walk around with. Everybody's going to be over there. You're going to want to fight in close combat. And so having a jetpack to let you fly around gives you a lot more, open space to fight. And along with that, having these close combat mythics like the Captain America shield or the Black Panther claws will make it much easier to eliminate your opponent. You can see the setup that I have here. This is pretty much a guaranteed way to win on top of the Isle of Doom. Like I said, your main challenge really isn't even this island spawning. It's the people around you who are going to be trying also getting the Ultra Doom armor. So this setup right here is perfectly calibrated for, fighting on top of the island. For the island specifically, this setup right here is a guarantee. So what I pretty much did was enter a match, enter into resorted reels, collect all those mythic chests that you can find, any of them. There's usually a couple in there. Once I got what I needed or what I believed I needed, head over to the lake area and just camp. I know it sounds kind of crazy and, kind of cheap, but you're just going to camp in that area. If anybody walks in, kill them. What I found is that around 12 minutes into the match is when the island will spawn. So basically around when there's usually 20 people or less left is when you're going to see the island spawn. If the island spawning has a blue marker, it just means it's a normal island. In that situation, just leave the match. Now, if it is a green marker, go ahead and start immediately sprinting, because the actual Isle of Doom at spawned notification won't pop up at the same time that the island pops. The island will actually pop up a couple seconds earlier than you getting the notification. So be on the lookout for that green symbol, because even a couple seconds faster is going to be a huge deal when you get to the island. Alright, so you finally got Victor Von Doom, the Ultra Doom armor. Now, what do you do with it? Because if you don't know what to do with it, you're going to die very quickly. Unlike what most people actually say, this thing is not super broken, and if you don't know what you're doing, or this is your first time getting it, you're not really sure what the controls are, these other people around you aren't going to give you the time to actually do that, and they're going to kill you right away. So here's the thing, you're going to want to be jumping around as many times as you can. It doesn't really matter to be standing around for too long. Jump, 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 because this guy has a huge jump. He also has that like leg attack, I don't know what you want to call it, but the thing where he kind of basically dives down forward. That thing is super useful because it creates a shockwave when you land, and you're going to be moving a lot because you don't have a whole lot of defense on you, and people are going to be shooting from left to right, especially if you just got Victor Von Doom and all these people are still on the island. You're kind of screwed. So jump around a lot, move around as far as you can from anybody, get far away from anybody you can as soon as you get it, because now that you've got it, you want to keep it, and you don't want to die right away from a bunch of players, surrounding you. You want to get as far away as possible, because if you get jumped, you will die. He has a blast that's just like the gauntlets that you can get, normally in the game. He's also has that huge burst that you can do again with the gauntlets, although again, with these two, they're a lot more stronger, and they also recharge a lot faster. But he also has this new move, a laser move. Now, this is probably your best move that you're going to have, along with the bomb. The bomb is actually pretty good, but the laser is going to be your best one to have because it's super long range. It disintegrates all HP. It's a very useful thing. So you're going to want to use that laser now. You have to hold it down. It's not a press button. You do have to hold the actual L2 or whatever controller you're using button down in order to use it. I made the mistake the first time of not holding it down and was wondering where the laser comes in. The laser takes a little bit of time to build up, so you got to hold it down. But once it goes, it's going. Just hold on to that L2 and make sure you aim correctly. But I have to really enforce this. do not get jumped. Make sure if you're fighting someone, you're doing a 1v1 situation, don't think you're Thanos now and you can just come at like 3 different players and kill them all at once. That's not going to happen. If these guys see you, they're not going to want to fight each other. They're going to team up and kill you. And if you're getting jumped like that, you're getting shot from 3 different angles, you know, it's done for you. So make sure you're in 1v1 situations if you're fighting somebody. Otherwise, keep jumping and moving around until you get to that point. But yeah, that's my guide for pretty much how to get the Isle of Doom as quickly as possible, and then how to actually win with a Victory Von Doom. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more suggestions or you disagree with anything I said, because I don't know, maybe you got a better option that somebody else could use. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe and like.